Hello everyone, my name is Han Zhao and my student number is 6010842. Today I will do the presentation about my topic, reduce the impact of external factors of solar panels. As we all know, about 70% of Earth is consists of water. However, 97.47% is seawater and only 2.53% is fresh water. And in those fresh water, only 0.76% is groundwater and only 0.01% water can be used by human. So there's no doubt that our global water source is very scarce. And in addition to save water source, people also need to find another method to reduce, to recycle and desalination and wastewater. There are several technologies mainly used in desalination. The first one is membrane desalination, for example RO and air gap membrane. The advantage of this technology is that this technology will not use too large footprint and energy cost is not too much. However, the disadvantage of this technology is that the cost of this technology is too much, which means it will not be promoted widely in industry. And the second one is thermal desalination, for example MED and MSF. The advantage of this technology is that the cost of this technology is less than membrane desalination. However, the energy cost the energy will use more than membrane desalination. In summary, although the membrane desalination, both technologies will still use large unrenewable energy. So it's necessary to find a renewable energy like source for desalination. For example, solar. However, there are several factors affecting the solar panels. First one is solar radiation, and the second one is the dust. The second is temperature. Now we are going to talk about the solar radiation. As we all know, nowadays most of solar panels are placed horizontally. However, from these two pictures, we can see that each month the solar panels have different optimal tidal angles. For example, in the winter, the optimal tidal angle is about 61.5 degrees, and in the summer, for example, the June or July, is about minimum 6.5 degrees. So we need to change the tidal angle twice a year. But how to find the optimal tidal angle for different area or different climate? There are two methods. The first one is formula calculation and MATLAB simulation, and the second one is a field measurement and data calculation. The second one will cost a long period and cost a lot of money, so we focus on the first one. The first method has two steps. The first step is formula calculation. The author or another people can calculate the solar hour angle or the angle of sunset and the sunrise. Use several formulas, and then they put the formula into the MATLAB simulation. For example, at first, people choose a period, for example, whole year, and then they choose a range of the tidal angle from 90 degrees to 90 degrees. And then they change the tidal angle each time 0.5 degrees. And then they can, based on this formula calculation outcome, they can get the outcome about solar radiation. And according to the results, find the largest solar radiation, we can find that the best optimal solar tidal angles. And the second one is dust. The first method is to use water flow cleaner. As this picture, we can see that there are several nozzles nozzles on the top part of the panels, and it will can eject center pressures of water, and that water can remove the dust on the solar panels, and after that the water can be recycled from in this device, the drain pipe. The second and the advantage of this technology is that the water is very easy to get, it's convenient. However, in several areas, for example, winter or very cold area, it's difficult to use water. Maybe is not feasible. So the second one is brush cleaner. First, we put the wheels on the top and the bottom of the panel, and then two boxes are placed to drive the gas to rotate the brush. And the brush is made of PVC materials. The advantage of this method is people don't need to sink the cost of the liquid, for example, water. However, the brush may not the brush may be do the damage of the PV panel. And the last one we talk about the temperature. As we, according to the journal articles, if the temperature rise, the internal resistance will also rise, and so the wallet and the efficiency will be decreased. So it's necessary to decrease the temperature of the PV panels. There are two methods. The first method is use water, and the device is the same as the dust cleaner, like I just said. So we focus on the gas flow. Look at this picture. There are two different methods. The left one is the general one, and the right one makes some improvement. The cool air from the bottom of the device and goes through the back of the PV panels and can take away the heat. And the air outside the top of the whole system. And in order to increase the efficiency of this system, some authors put an air panel at the bottom, at the middle of the tube. So the air can be twice times go through the back of the PV panels. And in my report design, I combine those methods and make some improvements. For example, the first one, I use formula calculation and the MATLAB simulations. However, I will not get one optimal tight angle. I will get a range of the optimal angles. This is because in different area, different period, the tight angle is different. But how to find the optimal tight angles in each month? I make the two tables of different periods. For example, the summer and spring period. Based on that range of the tidal angles, I choose five different tidal angles. And then I choose the speed of the airflow at 8, 10, 12, 14, and 16 meters per second. And then we can calculate the solar panel power generation. The largest solar panel power generation is the best type angle. And the same experiment in the winter and autumn is the same. So based on that way, we can find the best tidal angles. And then we use the airflow at the front of the panels. It can remove the heat and the dust at the same time. So besides that, I make the two trucks at the bottom and the top at the back of the panels, and also put stainless rows on that trucks. So if I change the rows from left to right, the angle of the PV panels will be changed. That's all. Thank you.